Mr. Speaker, fellow members of Parliament, it is not only an honour but a privilege for me to stand before you all today, addressing you all for the very first time on a topic submerged in the endless seas of conversation in the Australian public. Today, I would like to focus on an obvious flaw in our education system, the education of the educators. It is often said that teachers are the gateways to endless possibilities, and whilst I agree with said statement, I find it impractical that teachers only spend 5% of a 4-year course learning how to teach students to read, the most basic aspect of an education, the root which sprouts all other forms of learning. Where is the outrage for this obvious educational flaw, I ask you? Imagine to yourself what it feels like to be told in every parent-teacher night that you are lazy, that you don't do work, that you won't achieve anything with such a horrible attitude, despite spending hours upon hours studying for tests and exams. At the age of 15, I failed my very first science exam. I knew all the answers, and when asked the exact same questions orally, not only did I pass, but passed with a respectable score too. This exam was the pinnacle of the struggles I had in high school. Despite knowing the content, my brain failed to transfer my knowledge to paper. A couple of weeks later, I found myself in an office getting tested for learning disabilities. Almost instantly, I found I had dyslexia. A tornado of emotions welled inside of me. I knew my mother was dyslexic, but it wasn't really a general topic of conversation in our household. Dyslexia had always been portrayed as such a severe learning disability. Was I going to be able to finish school, study at university? I am truly fortunate, however, that I have my mother, the most resilient person in my life, the foundation of all that I've achieved today. Together, we turned my disability into my advantage. However, despite the fact that there are 2.4 million Australians with dyslexia and a further 380,000 Australian school children with learning difficulties, there simply is not enough support to help achieve their dreams. Our country was a dream turned into reality, and as such, it is the duty of every single citizen in this flourishing nation to help each and every one of the citizens in this country to achieve theirs. I come before all of you, respected members of Parliament, to motion that dyslexia and other learning difficulty training by professionals be mandatory across all schools, across all states, to help those less fortunate flourish into successful working Australian citizens. I would like to conclude by saying that dyslexic people are geniuses in their own way. We are entrepreneurs like Richard Branson. We are Nobel Prize winners like Einstein. We are leaders like Benjamin Franklin and Paul Keating. But most importantly, we are passionate folks like myself, and not lazy individuals. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.